Back to my channel. So for today's video, it's very exciting. I'll be testing out this palette right here. So this is the Aether Beauty, I hope I'm saying that right, Aether Beauty Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone palette. So I left a poll saying which of the two palettes that were available in the UK on feel you need to try first. Everyone pretty much, a few votes for the one, but everyone pretty much voted for this one. And actually I did notice the other one had more like all shimmers, so this has mattes as well, so this might be quite a good palette. I also thought it looks quite a nice like bridal palette from judging by the look on the website. So this is what this looks like. So this does retail for £53, which is quite pricey, but it is clean beauty and it's free from a lot of things, so you never know, this could, if it's really good quality and it performs really well, then it's kind of worth paying that amount, but I'll see how when I play with this more. So it says it's got 12 eyeshadow shades in ultra matte, shimmer, duochrome, I love duochrome, metallic finishes to create softly glamorous looks, crystal charged pigment infused with rose quartz powder to illuminate the skin with its light reflective crystals, zero waste packaging. This palette is fully recyclable, which is amazing. I've been asked to try Aether Beauty for a long time. So this is, oh, I've got a little card in here. This is quite cute. So it says, shed what doesn't serve you as the rose unravels its layers to reveal the heart's centre of profound beauty. Oh, so that's quite cool. So you can keep that as like a little bookmark or something. This is what the palette looks like. I really like it. It's quite a cool design, but it's also quite simple at the same time. I like the kind of ombre or the gradient of the colours. It's quite actually quite a sturdy packaging, which is good. Then it has got this little band to release it. So it does come with the names separate on the bit of plastic here, which does say it's 100% recyclable. Then this palette doesn't come with a mirror, but it does explain why. So it says, hello beautiful, we've removed the mirror and magnets inside to be more sustainable. We strive to make the best sustainable choices in all of our products, and let's be real, you'll probably be using this palette in front of a mirror anyway. By removing the mirror and magnets, it becomes fully recyclable, and we are saving this planet. We are saving this palette from going directly to the landfill. It's a win-win for both you and our Mother Earth. Thanks for your love and understanding. Hashtag good vibes beauty. So it's 100% recyclable, this palette, which is amazing. So yeah, this is what the shades look like. You've got some more like the evening tone. It's quite a neutral base palette, I'd say. Some beautiful colours in there. It kind of goes like from day to night almost with the shades, but I think you can create really cool matte looks out of this. I'm really excited to play the duochrome, especially this one down here. I'm probably going to do more of a daytime look, so I've done quite a few bold looks recently and I'm about to go to work as well, so I kind of want to keep it quite simple. But I'll definitely do more looks in the future. So I'm going to do a few swatches just to see kind of what the formula is like. So I'll swatch, I probably should know the shades. This is the shade Scorpio. Feels quite creamy. There is some kickback in there. So Scorpio. I'm going to swatch Grounding, the darkest shade in the palette. I really want to do this duochrome. This duochrome a start. I think it's pronounced like that. Oh yeah, it's a much different texture, that one. Oh, that looks beautiful. Let's do, oh, we want to do this one up here. This is the shade Divine. And that's Divine. So let's just do, what was it, Scorpio, Grounded, a start. Oh, that's my kind of duochrome. And then Divine, which you couldn't even see then. See, I mean, they don't swatch particularly well, but like I said, it's more how they perform the eyes is what I care about. So, if you're interested in seeing how this applies on my eyes and the look I create and my opinions on this palette, then please keep on watching. And prime my eyes as always with the Lily Lola Eye Primer. I'm going to start off with the shade here. I don't know how well that's actually going to show up on me. This is the shade Sandstone, which is a very kind of beige matte colour. So I'm going to pick some of this up. You do get a little bit of kickback, but that's fine. On just a fluffy brush. And I'm going to start popping this through the crease area. Oh no. Can definitely see that. It's quite deceiving, and the palette actually comes off or translate much darker on my eyes than it did on the palette. So like I said, I'm probably going to create more of a daytime look today, just because I am about to go to work. But if this works out well, I definitely want to play with some of the darker shades, do maybe more of an evening look. I mean, you could definitely create quite a few looks with this palette, kind of just based around those 4 middle shades. So you've got a nice like orangey tone, that gold would look beautiful, that cranberry would look, oh, wrong colour. That cranberry would make a really beautiful lid shade. And you've got the kind of grey tones as well, so you can really create, I think, quite a few looks with this palette. But I can definitely do a part 2 if this goes well for an evening look. Okay, so there's only one shade that I've used so far, but that's blended really nicely on the eyes, really easy. It's quite a soft like transition shade, which is perfect. Maybe on deeper skin tones I don't think this would work, but for me this does work. Despite there being kickback, I didn't notice any fallout on my skin, which is good. So yeah, let's move on to some other shades. So I'm going to take a slightly more of a tapered blending brush. I'm going to go with the shade Scorpio, which is the first matte one I swatched. Oh yeah, you do get a little bit of kickback. I'm not pressing that hard, but kickback usually means it's got good pigmentation, and it definitely has good pigmentation. So I'm going to pop this one kind of through the crease and onto the outer portion of the lid. And what I'm going to do is pick a bit more of Sandstone up and just use that to further blend out Scorpio. Okay, those have blended really nicely together, definitely with ease. I feel like you need to come closer actually. Is that better? Yeah, I feel like you can see me more now. But yeah, these are blended really nice on the eyes together. Great pigmentation. So far I'm very impressed. I'm going to take a little bit more Scorpio on this side and build up. So yeah, there is kickback, but like I said, it usually means they're quite a pigmented, or they will be quite a pigmented shadow, which this is definitely proven. I'm going to start dipping into some shimmers, I think. So yeah, there's different formulas. So I've tried the mattes. What other formula was there? So there's shimmer, duochrome and metallic. So I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to take some of the shimmery pink down here, which is called Rose Quartz. I'm going to take it, well, actually let's try it on my finger. Oh, it's beautiful, kind of like a highlighting shade. And I'm going to pop that on the lid. It's very pretty, it's quite a soft shimmer. I'm just going to take some, I'm just going to compare it by picking up some on a brush on the other eye, just to see which would give them all kind of payoff. But if you want that soft glam, this is really pretty. What I might do is I might just go ahead and see what it's like if I go and wet these shadows, or the shimmer shadows. So I'm going to pick a bit more of that Rose Quartz shade on my brush, dampen it slightly, and see if that makes a difference. Oh, it definitely does. So it depends if you want like a really soft look or amp it up slightly. This gives that slightly more sheen, that slightly more of that wet look finish. I'm going to pick some more Scorpio up and just blend the edges a little bit more into the crease. I think what I really want to do is pick up some Divine, which is the beautiful metallic gold, on a pencil brush. I'm just going to pop this in the inner corner. Just to add something there. Again, I might just pick some up and wet it and see what that's like. Again, that's really beautiful. So it depends if you want like a soft glam or amp it up a little bit. Then I'm going to go on to the lower lash line portion. So I'm going to take Scorpio to start off with. I'm going to take it on a tapered blending brush. Okay, this Scorpio shade is definitely pigmented. And then on a really fluffy brush, so I know I haven't really blended that, but on a really fluffy brush, or fluffier brush, take Sandstone, that first shade, and use that to smoke it out. Then I think I'm just going to pick up a little bit more of Rose Quartz. And I'm just going to pop this on the lower lash line, but just on the inner third. Just to kind of replicate what I've done on the lid. And just the last final bit, I'm going to actually pick up some of Grounded. Again on a pencil brush, but not too much. And I'm going to just smoke a little bit of this along the upper lash line, but just a very small amount. And only on the outer portion as well. Let's make it run a little bit along here. I'm taking quite a light amount because I don't want it to be too dark. Finish off with some mascara. It's the Lily Low Big Lash. Like I said, I didn't want to go overboard with the darker shades because I'm going to work, and I just wanted to test it out. And my first in kind of like when I saw the palette and the colour scheme, I did immediately think kind of bridal look, it might be quite good for a kit. So I kind of went with those kind of colours. It's a really nice like kind of daytime look I think I've got. But if you like a part 2, where I use kind of more darker shades and definitely that duochrome, so I can go out a smoky look to see how much we can kind of really vamp it up and be bold, then I'll definitely do that. But this is the completed look. On first impressions, I think this is actually a really nice palette. The mattes are definitely pigmented and they blend really well together. The shimmers are they are actually kind of softer than I thought they were going to be, but you can wet them and intensify them slightly. It depends on your desired outcome. You want like a really soft glam look, so maybe a pop of shimmer or something very intense. That's kind of up to you, but these blend and work really beautifully on the eyes. Like I said, you do get some fallout, but that first impressions, I really like this palette and I'm really glad I got to pick it up and try it out. Like I said, I definitely want to play with some dark colours, so I might, if you want a part 2 where I do like a bold smoky eye look with it, then I'm absolutely up for doing that. But yeah, it's just a really pretty kind of everyday soft glam look and I really like it. So thank you to everyone who's recommended me or wanting me to try this brand. I'm really glad I did. I mean, it is pricey with it being £53, but I have got other palettes which I have paid that much for before, kind of like the ABH palettes, and this is Clean Beauty, it's 100% recyclable, so you kind of got to factor those things in as well. I think whether it's worth the money will be determined when I can do like a really bold smoky eye with it and how kind of some of the other shades perform. But yeah, so that is my thoughts on this palette. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the look, and let me know if you've tried this brand before, what you think, and if you haven't, kind of what are your opinions based on what you can see. And until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.